I love you and you love me. Together we can be happy as can be. I love you. There you go. Yeah! Jesus! Jesus! Welcome back to yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. Hello. Oh my God, I'm already sweating. I thought I was going to be able to wear this sweater, but I guess not. What's up, everybody? Hello. Welcome back. This feels good. It truly is the apple of my eye when I get to look at this screen and talk to you guys. Hi, how's everybody going? It's August 19th, about 8 in the morning right now, and I'm probably going to release this the same day. So happy August 19th. Happy Thursday. I loved that video. I want to watch it again, but I don't want you guys to have to hear it. So I'm just going to let you guys see it while I watch it. So now, as you can see what's going on here, there is quite a large man breaking chains. It would look to be a small time church, probably a Barstow, California church. There's probably about 20 people behind the camera. And why I find this to be so fucking hilarious is that I have seen this. I grew up seeing this kind of shit. Like when I grew up, there was this thing called the Power Team. This group where they was like a group of like a dozen huge buff power lifter dudes who were Christian. And they would go church to church and do shows of strength like this, where they would go at the top and through the power of Christ, they would destroy bricks and break chains, and they'd have huge ice blocks that they would stack on top of each other and then break with like their elbows, and they had a bed of nails they would lay on and wildness. And that shit, it's funny because as I was growing up, I never thought that it was not real. I thought there was a bed of nails, and by the power of God, these men were not being stabbed through their body. I thought that these men, who were huge, and I know you can truly break bricks, and there's ways to do it that aren't actually totally fake, but it's kind of like when you watch wrestling, right? And then you start realizing like, oh, it's not real. For a long time when I thought it was real, and when I found out it wasn't real, I was like, damn, this shit ain't real. So yeah, that shit's hilarious. If you can really do that, but you have to work out. So if you're not working out, then I don't know what you're doing. This is the recently liberated Taliban finding an American gym in Kabul and learning and work. Oh God! Hold on! Look at his face! Oh God, this is so great! I'm so happy we're watching videos on this podcast. Oh, look at that's amazing. Oh, that's amazing. Dude, they fucked up. Not only did they leave them there with helicopters and missiles and shit, these guys are about to be super Taliban. They about to be Taliban. I'm sorry. I'm starting to realize I I laugh way too much at my own shit. So, fuck it. It's kind of wild what's going on in Afghanistan. I'm not gonna lie though. I have more to say about it, but we'll talk more in depth about Afghanistan and fucking, vax or to vax or not to vax, and a lot of just some real shit in a second. But I got a few more videos I want to watch with you guys. This one said, we heard yelling and went outside just in time for this. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to show this because it says not safe for work, so I'll blur it or something if I have to. Was that a gun? Record, you pussy. All right. I was actually thrown off by that because I didn't see that before I showed it to you. Did she fire it? Like, was that an actual gun? I know guns don't sound how they do in real life on camera. I don't think that she killed anybody that though. I think she just fired off in the air and she's fighting with her homegirl. That wasn't as interesting as I thought it was going to be. But wow, that was a moment when I heard the gunshots. You hear gunshots like that? If you ever hear them in real life, it's not fun. Especially if it's like that. It scares you to your bones. But yeah, all right. Let's check out another one. What's this says? It says, you want to party? I want to sleep. Bye-bye, power. I think this is a video of somebody turning off somebody's power to their house while they're having a party. Oh my God. It's a big party. This is a terrorist. He's singing a song. All I need is a love tonight. Раз, два, три. He's psycho. He's crazy, this guy. Oh my God, that's hilarious. Dude, can you imagine you're at this huge fucking party on the lake and then all of a sudden in the middle of your favorite song, everything goes out and the night's over? Imagine being the owner of the party and not figuring out how or why or what. Excellent. One more, guys, and then we'll get into the actual podcast. Sorry. I've enjoyed watching these videos at the beginning. They get me in a good mood.
I don't know what that nigga problem is, but he looking like he got a motherfucking problem. Come do something, motherfucker. Come do something, motherfucker. I'm over here. I don't give a fuck where you at.
Who you think will win? I don't know.
This was titled David versus Goliath.
Look a little swole though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's been scrapping since he
Nah,
was little,
look,
but he
dude
looks
looks like he finna pull out the blick. This dude looks like he got hands. This nigga looks like he got hands though.
Yeah.
Look, oh, they finna. Come on. Swing. Oh yeah, they swing. Oh, they swing. Oh, they swing.
Got him.
It's nitty in this hole.
See? Size ain't shit.
They going down.
Got him. Easy money. I love seeing that. I'm a tall guy, but trust me, I know that it don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know being tall means almost nothing when it comes to fighting. So a lot of you tall motherfuckers should know that too, because it sucks to learn the hard way. You know what I'm saying? I have fought guys my height who were way bigger than me and got the best of them just because I'm not saying that I fight better, but I fight more strategically and usually way less drunk. But that was back in the day. Anyways, welcome to the podcast. It's been a fun weekend. My mom got remarried. I don't know if I should say remarried. My mom got married this last weekend to her now husband, Greg. And damn, so this is the podcast, so I'm supposed to get real. I'm supposed to be as honest as I can. And I guess in this I could say that I've always been hesitant about the people my mom brings around. I guess she hasn't had a good track record about bringing positive, healthy people around me and my family, my brothers and sisters. I love her with all my heart, but, you know, like I said, I'm a bit hesitant to trust the people she trusts. It's been multiple people that she's brought around my family who have been complete pieces of shit. So when Greg first started coming around, I was a little hesitant, you know. As time went on, I've gotten to know him, truly like the guy. I think it's going to work out. It was a beautiful little ceremony or little wedding they had. You know, they did their own thing at the courthouse or whatever, but we had this little ceremony, and that was Saturday night. And it was nice. It was really nice, man. My mom asked me to say something, like introduce them, and because it was just like a little presentation thing. It wasn't an actual ceremony. It was like a small, like, why can't I think of the word? Reception. My mom asked me to say something, and I was like, nah, I can't, Mom. I was like, I try to pride myself on being able to speak in front of crowds and being this speaker or whatever, but that shit is, I don't know how to do all that. Like, I can't. And she's like, just go up and talk about love and this and that. And I was like, nah. So I had to say no. And I felt kind of bad. But when the speeches were all happening, I figured, I kind of like told myself, and my wife pushed me into it, or Monica pushed me into it, just doing it. So I went up and made a speech and talked about love and what I thought love was. And it was a very contrarian kind of speech. I had no plans. I wasn't planning to speak until the second I stood up. So when I got up there, and there was probably like 50 minimum people there at minimum. It was super nerve-wracking, dude. I forgot what it was like to stand in front of a crowd like that. It's been a long time. You know, I've done a lot. I've rapped, I've DJ'd, I've done shit in front of thousands of people before, like thousands. I mean, there was thousands of people at the event, a couple of events I did, but anyways, I always have told myself that I don't get nervous in front of crowds, and you know, it doesn't really happen. And for whatever reason, it did this time, kind of hardcore. I had to literally be like, man, I'm kind of nervous right now, and take a deep breath and like take a beat. But it was so awesome because I did my speech. It was real, like I had a few laughs, talked about love and how I think it's very dark and how it's just kind of like one of those, it's like life. Life is not peaches and strawberries and butterflies, you know, it's hard and it's a struggle and it beats the shit out of you. And I think that's what love is, because you need somebody who is open to do that, to fight with you and to not just fight with you, but alongside you, because life was going to beat your ass and just stuff like that. And I talked about how, like, you know, I think you guys are perfectly dark for each other and it's going to work out because of that. Whatever. I'm kind of shitting on it. I think I did better there, but anyways, the coolest thing about it was towards the end, how I ended, it was a roaring round of applause. I was like taken back. It was kind of nerve-wracking, like scary hearing it. And then after, I am telling you, almost everybody at this place came up to me and told me how good my speech was. And was like, dude, that was amazing. I totally connected with what you were saying. I really loved what you were saying. I'm not kidding, like at least 10 people. And I was only there for like another 2 hours. But it was crazy, man. It was such a weird, like, recognition of myself, because I did not plan my speech. I did not try to make it sound pretty. I just went up there and talked about my morning and what I was learning about and what I saw, and I was just honest, and it worked. And I had people coming up to me like as if I just killed at a nightclub or something, at a comedy club, and were telling me how much they connected with my words and how much they really understood what I was saying. And and it was kind of like a huge deal to me because you guys know I've been trying to do stand-up comedy and I've been writing jokes, and it's just kind of like maybe a new endeavor I want to go on. And that speech and the recognition I got from it, and the fact that people actually just connected with my words, it was a huge push in that direction. And it honestly felt like what I'm doing right now. It felt like I made a YouTube video, but I had a live reaction from people. And I didn't have to edit anything, and it was so raw, and the connection I felt from them was so raw. It was insane, dude. Like, and I've thought about it all week, and not saying I'm not thinking like, oh, I did so good, I'm so cool, I'm so good at speaking. It was just like, wow. I know I have some sort of something in me to talk and to share, and doing it live like that and in person, I got this wild, like, I don't know, this just inspiration or like, I don't know, affirmation maybe, just like this thing like that. Yeah, maybe I could do something like this. And maybe it is in my blood. And maybe my dad being a pastor and growing up in that way, you know, him talking in front of hundreds of people all the time, you know, there's something like that in me. And I kind of always known that, but now I'm kind of more confident in it and looking to move forward with it. So sorry I'm rambling. I know I'm not making sense, but it was amazing, man. And I'm glad I did it. And I wish I would have had the balls to just tell my mom, sure, I'll do it. But I think that it was better that I just kind of freeballed it and did it in the moment because it felt more real to me. So it was dope. What else did we do? The weekend before that, we went to Raging Waters with the kids, me, the wife, the kids, and it was great. Next time I go to the beach or swimming or some shit like that, can you guys please remind me to make sure I have somebody put sunscreen on my back? Because the last 2 times I went somewhere with sun, I forgot to put sunscreen if you look, I wonder if I can show you guys. Hold on. Sorry if you're just listening. And sorry if you have to look at my back fat. Do you see how off balance it is? It's all, I don't know if that worked or not. But you could literally see where my hands went down my back and where I wiped the sunscreen and where I didn't. That was annoying. Somebody stole my wife's sandals. That was annoying. We got out of the wave pool and they had just shut it down when we were there. So everybody had to get out. And we walked out and then we couldn't find our sandals. So we just stood there till everybody the crowd dissipated. And then no sandals. Somebody stole her sandals or took them on accident or some shit. But yeah, so she had to use my sandals and I had to walk out in water shoes. It was a very interesting Raging Waters experience. Mila, my 6-year-old, had so much fun. She loved it. We went on this big, what is it called? I don't even know what it's called, but it's like one of those big raft rides that you can have like 4 people. And we went on one with my 6-year-old and it was dark. It was like a big tunnel one that was dark and had like water falling on you. And she freaked the fuck out. She was just, we went down and she, and I'm going backwards the whole time. For whatever reason, God wanted that to happen to where I was walking or going backwards the whole fucking time. And the kids were in front of me. And as I'm flying backwards, terrified, screaming, ah! Ah! And Mila's screaming, Daddy, I don't like it. I don't like it. Ah! And then Victoria and Monica are in the front just chilling. Some goddamn bullshit. Yeah, they were just laughing and screaming. Me and Mila are screaming, terrified. I wasn't really that terrified, but I was trying to make it sound like I was, make it a little more scary. Actually, halfway through, I noticed that Mila was actually terrified, and I started calming myself down and telling her, like, hey, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I don't know what I'm talking about. Water, that was her first water park. My 12-year-old had went to one too when she was really young, but it's been a while. And I realized, like, man, this is my shit. That lazy river thing, my shit. I hate going on weekends. I'd much rather go on a Tuesday afternoon when nobody's there. Because it's like, it's the lazy river, guys. We're not supposed to be throwing shit at each other, jumping around. We're supposed to be sitting here lazy. Everybody's supposed to be on rafts, drinking pina coladas, smoking blunts. I don't want to see your fucking kids' stupid swim trunks. I shouldn't be seeing swim trunks. They should be under the water. If you're a child, go play in the damn bucket that pours water on you. Don't be in the damn lazy river. Oh! I feel like I'm getting forced into getting vaccinated because I'm not going to be able to go to a concert or a comedy show or any sort of public event unless I have a vaccination. And I think that's taken away from my freedom. But also, it's not a big deal. Yeah, it's not a big deal. Yeah. And when I say it's not a big deal, I mean, like, okay, look, I am not anti-vax. I am not pro-vax. I'm kind of like, hey, it's kind of like whatever you do, it's your body. Whatever you put in your body is your decision. I don't care. I don't care. I know there's this idea that you take a vax and you help your neighbor. I don't believe that. There's so many people who are vaccinated who are still getting sick, who are still able to spread it. As of right now, from what I'm hearing, the vaccination does nothing but help you from not dying. I'm not worried about dying. I know people who are in somewhat good health, for the most part, live through this shit. I understand that people have died who are healthy and shit, but that happens with everything. I know I'm trying to like debate myself here, but in my opinion, I am not worried about COVID. I am not worried about it. I already got it twice. I fought it off, both times. Second time, I barely even knew I had it. I'm in much better shape. I take over 5,000 IU of vitamin D a day. I take zinc. I work out. I am in good health. I am not worried about it. Now, the strongest case as to why I would get vaccinated was because I wanted to make sure I didn't spread it to other people. But as of now, as of what it looks like, in my opinion, from what I've seen, I could be totally wrong. Who the fuck knows? Nobody really knows what's happening. We're not going to know for a while. But as of what I'm seeing right now, the vaccine is not even helping you from not getting it. And it's not helping you from not being able to spread it. Really, it's helping you is from your symptoms not being that bad. And that is not worth the fucking prick of the shot to me. It's just not. And if you ask me, hey, are you going to get a vaccine? I'll be like, not right now. That's how I feel. Like, I'm not saying, don't go, it's going to kill you. I'm not saying you need to go or you're going to kill everyone else. I'm not saying either way. I'm saying for me, I'm kind of like, whatever about it. Doesn't really seem worth it to me. I'm young, I'm healthy. That's how I feel. And it's funny because me just saying right now, I'm not vaccinated. I don't plan on it. Is so controversial. There's literally going to be comments in this podcast right now trying to convince me to get vaccinated. There's going to be probably comments trying to debate me about things I said right now, even though I said I could be probably wrong. Whatever the fuck. It is wild what's happening with vaccines. And I think it's so hilarious, kind of like it's like depressing and terrifyingly hilarious because the tribalism and the just, what's the word? I don't know, the anger and I can't think of the word. No, it's not duality. I don't know, the anger and the tribalism and the bullshit that's happening with vaccines and the way that it has become an issue that we are fighting about no matter what. And some people are on this side strongly and some people are on this side strongly. It's just another example of how this country is truly deteriorating into two sides. And it's showing itself in multiple ways. Like Trump was a certain thing. You were on one side or the other. Vaccines, you're on one side or the other. And nothing is that simple. Not even murder is that simple. In some cases, even I don't know. It's like you can kill this is what I mean when I say murder is not that simple. You can murder somebody and walk away and not go to jail because you were defending yourself. That is why things are not black and white. Nothing. And this idea that it's like I'm right and you're wrong, and nothing you say could be right because I'm right, is going to destroy this fucking country, this world. And it's sad and it's terrifying, but I refuse to wither. And I think that that's the only way that this shit's going to even last, man. If we continue to be this way as humans, where we cannot even entertain the idea that we're wrong or that somebody else knows something more than us, we're going to die. We're going to fall apart into something horrible. And I don't know if we're past the point of no return yet, but I feel like we are. And it's sad because I love my children and I want them to love their children and I want their children to have, my grandchildren to have a good life. But I feel like my grandchildren are going to live in some desolate country where I don't know if they're even alive. I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. It's terrifying. And I think that it's crazy that nobody wakes up every day truly thinking about this shit. I think about it every day. I think about how tiny, every day I wake up in the mornings, it takes me 30 minutes to get my head straight because all I can think about is how tiny we are as human beings and how insignificant the world is, but also how significant the world is and how consciousness could be the key to the universe and just all these deep, wild things pop in my mind. Like in the back of my mind, though. It's not like the first thing I think of is, oh, I'm pointless. Good morning. No, I'm more so like, let me just check Instagram because I'm just a monkey, just wanted to swipe. Let me turn this light on because I know that helps my brain wake up. And I'm just this weird robot human thing that just reacts to light certain ways. And let me stand up and get to my job because if I don't, then my life's going to fall apart. And my whole life is only, steady right now because of my income, because of my steady lifestyle and, and succumbing to the culture of America. And let me make sure that I brush my teeth and let me, all this bullshit. It's like I wake up and it's like, I am my true self. And then I just have to remember, you're held down by the law. You're held down by your limitations as a human being. You're held down by your financial limitations. You're held down by, the expectations of your family. You're constantly just like, you wake up and you can rise out of your bed, but then there's things that just grab you and pull you down and it's like, oh shit, and it's what I'm really trying to do is just stop having a negative perception of those things when I wake up in the morning and just try to look at the positives and maybe not even get into that deep of thought and just go instead of thinking, But yeah, man. If you're vaccinated, good for you. If you're not, good for you. It's okay. Either way, it's all good. And nobody's saying that, dude. Nobody is fucking saying that. And it's so fucking crazy to me. It's like we've literally gotten to a point where we cannot see that we are being biased and prejudiced. It's crazy to me. And I just really hope that, we got to fight not for any sort of thing with vaccines, but we have to fight for our right to party. We're going to fight for the ability to be We have to fight for it to be okay to be in the middle of situations. That's crazy. I don't give a fuck about being on your team. I don't care. And it's like, it's so funny because like people really do think, like I've had people like, dude, if you really feel this way, I'm literally going to unsubscribe. Okay, goodbye. I don't care. I don't care. Obviously I don't care about my channel growing. I mean, I do, but I don't. It's like, I've learned that I care about my channel growing, but I care more about being myself than any of that. And I have experimented by faking with bullshit and doing things I don't want to do. And I've seen my channel grow, but eventually it doesn't mean shit. It's all bullshit. It's fugazi. The only thing that matters is truth, authenticity, being the true you, because if not, you're not the true you, you're going to die. And I've been saying that a lot, but that's just truly what it is. It's like that death that you feel within yourself, that you run away from every day, that you try to change, but you can't, that you sometimes just give in to. It's like the evilness within you. It's the living hell on earth that we can be a part of if we allow ourselves to. It's weird. It's complicated. It's deep. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I kind of do. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just at a point now where I don't give a fuck about getting canceled or being on your team or you liking me. I'm over it. I'm just over it. Everything's so fucking annoying. And I just want people to wake the fuck up, dude. Wake the fuck up, man. Nothing is black and white. Everything has color. It's ridiculous. It's fucking ridiculous. There's something else I was going to talk about. I guess not. Yeah, there was, but there was like a specific thing I was about to say. Yeah. I saw this movie. What is it called? I Stand Alone. Good morning, beautiful. Come here. Good morning. What's wrong? Sleepy? Take your dog. She's gonna need to go out soon. That's Batoria, everybody. Say hi, Batoria. One more hit. Damn it. I had something I was going to say and I forgot. Oh, watch this movie, I Stand Alone. Directed by Gaspar Noé from 1998. Gaspar Noé is one of my favorite directors. I don't really have a firm education of directors yet. I'm getting there. But Gaspar Noé is one of my favorite because he makes films that are terrifying, but in a weird way. It's like what you think about true terror, horror. What is that feeling? It almost makes you want to throw up. When you're actually terrified and scared for your life, there's a feeling you get in your soul, in your stomach, in your back, lower back, kind of, in your throat, where it's just actually true terror, right? It's not like at the edge of your seat, oh my God, is he going to pop out of the corner? Like that is scary. That's suspenseful, but it's not true horror and true terror and disgust. Gaspar Noé is one of the only directors I've found that can make you feel truly terrorized and horrified. Because what he does is he uses things like rape and incest and cold-blooded murder, which other things do, but he uses it in a very graphic way. He uses those things to make you feel that true terror. And it's it's so weird because it grosses people out, and it's like, and it grosses me out. It does, absolutely. But it's like that it makes you feel something though. His movies. It makes you feel something that you would rather not have felt if you didn't get disgusted at the same time. It kind of makes you, it opens up a part of yourself because you're so horrified and disgusted that you normally, and by opening that part of yourself up to be so disgusted and horrified, it's almost like you allow more information in from the movie. So you experience it in a deeper way. And the first movie I saw from him was called Enter the Void. And Enter the Void, if you guys have not seen it, you guys would fucking love it. Especially you guys on this channel. It's a movie about a guy who basically does DMT or some sort of really strong psychedelic and ends up getting murdered. And he becomes like this, almost like a spirit or a ghost-like figure, and roams and sees the events surrounding his after his death. He's the spirit. It's like you are the spirit and you're seeing it from his perspective. A lot of people say that because he does DMT or something in the beginning, and then like the next couple scenes over, he dies. So a lot of people, there's a lot of like theories that he actually died during that drug or the DMT experience. Maybe not died, but like broke through, or I don't know. There's weird connections. But basically, I'm bringing that up because it's a great movie and you guys should see it. That was the first one that I saw from him. And then I saw this movie called Climax, where, and this one is new. It just came out a couple years ago. It's on Amazon Prime. It's fucking amazing. You guys should watch it. But that one made you feel super weird in a type of way too. But basically, that one's about a group of dancers who come together to shoot a music video in some like cabin in the snow, and somebody ends up spiking the punch or the sangria with LSD, and they end up going. It becomes a crazy LSD horror story movie, and it goes crazy. It's like an exaggerated example of what a really bad LSD trip could do to a group of people. And I think that I definitely want to preface it with that by recommending it, but it's a great movie. It makes you feel a type of way, right? After we watched these two movies, we did podcasts on them on the Mind Control podcast, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you listen to your podcast. So check it out, Mind Control Podcast. After we watched those two, I looked in his filmography, and he has a lot of other ones. He has this one called Irreversible. It's a crazy movie about this like with this crazy rape scene in it that's supposed to be really hard to watch. He also has this other one called I Stand Alone. That was his first one that came out in 98. That was his first like legit movie. And it was fucking gross. It was fucking disgusting. That was the whole point of me talking for the last 10 minutes about all this other shit. That movie is fucking gross. I'm never going to watch that movie again. And I did not know it was going to be like that, or I would not have even watched it. I could say all that and still say that I guess I'm happy I watched it. It was terrifying and horrible and disgusting in a whole new way that I'd never seen before. I could barely even watch it. Like literally I had to cover the screen like this for most of it. Not most of it, not even nearly, just a couple of parts. But I'd never had to do that when I was alone. Like cover the screen as a grown man. That, like, what? If you watch the movie, you'll understand, even if you read about it. It's called I Stand Alone by Gaspar Noé from 98. It's not on any streaming platforms. I had to literally torrent it and then download the subtitle file and then put them together. It was a process, but yeah. My next one is going to be Irreversible. I'm going to try to watch his movies in order. So I Stand Alone, the first one, then Irreversible, which is the one with the rape scene that I'm not looking forward to seeing at all. But I hear it's a really good movie, and the way that the movie's told, it's kind of crazy, like the time wise. But yeah, I'm gonna force myself to watch it. You guys, Enter the Void, check it out if you haven't yet. if you haven't, check out Climax as well. I would really, really be interested to see what you guys think about it, because I know a lot of you guys, especially if you're listening till 40 minutes into the podcast, you guys are a certain type of breed. You're a certain type of breed. I know you're a cool person. So it's on Amazon Prime. Almost everybody has Amazon Prime. Check it out. It's long, and in the beginning, it kind of drags a little bit because a certain scene when they're just kind of talking, but it's a great movie, and it becomes amazing. So definitely check that out. Yeah, man. I don't know what else to say. New song coming out tomorrow. It's called I Fucking Suck. If you guys haven't, I actually released a new song called Crocodile last month as well. Audible484 music on YouTube. Yeah. I guess I'm just going to end it there, guys. This has been great. I had so much fun with this podcast. It's been, I'm not going to lie, starting the podcast, watching videos like that is the best thing ever. Like, I have to keep doing that because for two reasons. One, I did it at first just because I thought it'd be entertaining. It'd be fun. Sorry, I just got a text message that says T-Mobile has determined that unauthorized access to some of your personal data has occurred. We have evidence. I don't even have T-Mobile. What the fuck? Sorry. I'll check that out later. Let me check my bank account. Make sure I ain't getting nothing stolen real quick. Sorry, guys. What was I talking about? Oh, the videos in the beginning of the podcast. Great idea. I did it at first just because I thought it'd be entertaining. But then I realized it actually like opens me up and gets me like hype and excited for the podcast. So it's like, yeah, it's good. It gives me good energy. So hope you guys are enjoying. I am having so much fucking fun with these. Got to keep it going. Yeah, new song tomorrow. Follow me on Instagram if you guys want to have a closer connection with me, because I'm always on Instagram posting on my story. That's where you can really check me out daily. Yeah, trip story on Sunday. Love you guys so much. I don't know what else to say here, but make sure you're nice to your friends, baby. Yeah. Love you guys.